guided by the fighter mentor. Notice that the city outside keeps going, but in here, for a moment, there's only the line between noise and intention. Discipline is not a prison. It's a door, and every well-chosen door changes the size of your world. When you walk through intention, what once felt narrow open space for focus, clarity, and direction. If this is helping you, like the video, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel. What you call chaos is often just excess input. Too many images, too much noise, too much fake urgency. When the excess disappears, direction shows up, and with it comes a chance to think clearly, choose calmly, and move forward without being dragged by everything around you. Imagine a street after rain. Light spread across the wet asphalt. Steps become slower. The wind passes, but it doesn't command. It's in this kind of silence that the mind begins to hear what truly matters. Focus is not constant tension. It's an axis, something steady at the center, even when everything else shakes. And those who learn to hold their own axis stop being pulled by every noise. They start choosing better where to step, where to persist, and where to step back without losing direction. There's a difference between being busy and being committed. Busyness fills the clock. Commitment shapes destiny. Those who are busy react to what appears. Those who are committed choose what deserves to remain. Busyness spreads energy in every direction. Commitment concentrates, repeats, and sustains until something truly changes. In the end, it's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters long enough to create real results. Now watch two scenes, not as explanation, as proof. Scene 1, the empty lobby. An old building, dim lights. In the lobby, a table with keys, a folded newspaper, and an empty chair. Someone passes through at the same time every day. No one notices, until, over time, the place begins to feel calmer, more organized, as if that quiet presence had taught the environment how to breathe. Scene 2, the sound of the cup. In a silent kitchen, a cup touches the saucer carefully. Nothing dramatic, just a repeated gesture done with attention. That small sound marks the morning like the beginning of a construction. After that, choices become less scattered. The mind understands. Now it's time to build. True discipline rarely arrives as a spectacle. It comes from the side, through habits no one applauds, through choices no one sees. Mental health is not a detail. It's the ground. If the ground breaks, even the strongest step stumbles. Clean sleep, a moving body, a less pressured mind. None of this is decoration. It's what prevents a slow collapse from the inside out. Conscious productivity is not endless running either. It's knowing when to stop before becoming noise to yourself. Those who protect their mind protect their work. If this is helping you, like the video, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel. There's a scene almost no one likes to face. A door slowly closing. Not from defeat, from choice. There are moments when closing the door is the only way to save your attention. That's how focus survived. Imagine a hotel hallway in the middle of the night. Dark carpet, dim light. Each closed door holds a story. But the only story that matters now is your own direction. You don't need more noise. You need less leakage. Less energy draining into thoughts that lead nowhere. Less distraction disguised as urgency. Consistency is this: returning to the center when the world tries to pull you away. Returning without drama. Returning without excuses. Returning because that's where identity grows. There's a strange power in repeating what matters. At first, it feels small. Then it feels inevitable. And before you realize it, you're not just doing it, you become it. Now a slower scene, more intimate. Scene 3, the bench in the park. At the end of the afternoon, a bench under a tree, leaves fall slowly. Someone sits there for a few minutes, with no rush to solve the world, just observes, just breathes, just returns to their own axis. The city remains loud, but the person no longer responds at the same rhythm. That's what discipline does when it matures. It doesn't shout. It regulates. It doesn't drag. It sustains. And it does this without spectacle, without demanding applause, without needing validation. It organizes your internal rhythm, strengthens your response to chaos, and prevents urgency from controlling every decision. When it matures, it stops being a struggle and becomes structure. Don't confuse intensity with depth. A high flame may not last. A quiet ember can carry through the night. Attention, when well cared for, becomes destiny. Because what you feed the longest shapes what you tolerate, what you create, and what you leave behind. Over time, it defines your limits, your identity, and even the opportunities you notice or ignore without realizing. Take a deep breath now. No rush. Feel your chest rise and fall, as if your body reminds your mind that there's still space. From that space, everything shifts slightly. Decisions feel lighter. Impulse loses strength. The path reappears. And when that happens, what once felt confusing starts to align. The body slows down, the mind clears, and the next choice stops feeling overwhelming. It becomes just the next possible step. There's an image that closes everything. An empty road at sunrise. No crowd. No announcement. Just light appearing at the horizon. That's how discipline works. It doesn't promise applause. It promises direction. And direction, when repeated, becomes life. Because it's not a single step that transforms you, but a path sustained over time. Each return to the same choice reinforces who you're becoming, even if you don't notice at first. Gradually, effort stops feeling like effort and becomes pattern, and pattern, maintained with consistency, shapes results that seem distant to those who live without direction. Don't chase noise. Chase permanence. That's what changes destiny. Noise attracts attention but sustains nothing. It distracts, accelerates, and disappears. Permanence builds in layers, day after day, even without recognition. While many chase the immediate, those who choose to stay build roots. And those roots, invisible at first, sustain everything that will one day appear solid. If you felt this, come back. Those who return are not seeking distraction. They seek form. And those who seek form learn to build their own tomorrow in silence. Because returning is more than repeating. It's recognizing what still needs refinement. It's accepting that real change doesn't come from excess, but from consistency. Each return reinforces direction, sharpens character, and gives time something solid to work with. And without rushing, what was once just intention becomes presence, path, and destiny.